Hello, my name is Baylor Talcott. Today is April 29th, 2018, and I'm sitting down with Cole Stevens, a University of Tampa lacrosse player, and we're going to be talking about hooking up on college campuses. So, Cole, if you had to personally define hooking up, what does it involve and, what does it mean to you?
I'd say hooking up is definitely, you just kind of meet someone, you guys are just kind of feeling each other, I guess, for the night. A lot of flirting goes on, and then it's just, I would call it more casual encounter, sort of like a one-night thing, and then afterwards, both people kind of part ways, or maybe in some cases, they end up seeing each other and a relationship comes from it.
Specifically, does it involve having sex, or is it what if I came to you and was like, dude, I hooked up with a girl, what is your first thought?
My first thought definitely would be you had sex with her. I think a lot of people, when they say they hooked up, that's what they mean. I don't think you can really say you hooked up with someone if you just made out with them. Hooking up for me, for some reason, I've just always attributed it to going all the way and just full out having sex.
Alrighty. So, do you think that if you hook up with someone who you have a relationship prior, does it affect it in a negative or positive way?
What kind of relationship? Just friends?
Yeah, you just knew them, or you could have been close friends, or just kind of talk about that.
I think it depends on the people. I know a lot of people are against it because they don't want things to be weird afterwards. Me personally, I don't think it's weird. I think sex can be a very casual thing, a lot of fun, especially if you do have a close relationship with them, it's someone you trust. It can be a fun thing. It can also make certain relationships that you have with people really weird. Again, I think it just kind of depends on the people and how long the relationship has been going on for.
So which gender do you think benefits more from hooking up?
I would say males for the most part. I think that's pretty fair. I think a lot of females are left unsatisfied. to be quite frank,
Yep.
Yeah. If a girl just wants to hook up with a guy though, if that's just her goal for the night, I think that happens just as much as guys wanting to hook up, but guys are definitely left more satisfied at the end of the day.
Do you feel that with the changing gender norms and all this kind of stuff socially, that the traditional dating scene is outdated or going to be gone within the future, and that's just going to be strictly hooking up?
I think hooking up has definitely become more normal and accepted in our culture. I think it's not looked down upon like it was, kind of back in the day. I don't know. I feel like things are gonna kind of where they're meant to be at. You hook up, especially in college, for example, that's your time to really kind of go all out and hook up, and you're not looking for a relationship. But once you get out of college, that's kind of the time when you get out of that scene, and you may have a couple hookups, but ultimately you realize that it's not going to end in a relationship. But during that period, that's kind of your main goal, is to find a relationship and settle down, which is why I think things are going to kind of stay the same, because you're looking for a significant other that you can start a family with, get a mortgage with, and really just create a future.
So on campus, University of Tampa strives to be a safe and kind of reliable campus to where girls can feel safe and that kind of stuff. So you as a male, do you feel safe walking around on campus late at night, or even walking around the city late at night?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So as a female, what do you think the thing is for that? Do you think they feel safe the same way? And if not, why do you think that is?
Females, from what I've seen and from the girls I've talked to, they definitely always, in most situations, they generally feel unsafe. I know I was walking back from Outpost, the local bar here, and two girls were kind of being harassed, and they saw me, never met these girls before, never seen them. They're like, hey, this is our friend, we're going to walk back with him. And they turned to me and they said, hey, just please get us back to our room. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, just follow me. And we kind of picked up our pace and got out of there. Luckily, it's right by campus, so campus security's right there, but I feel like events like that kind of happen often. And if they were 5 minutes off campus more, it would have been a more dangerous situation. So I don't think they feel as safe, especially Tampa being more of a sketchy area, more dangerous.
Definitely.
I don't know. I don't feel like that statement is really supported.
Do you feel like that's almost how it is on every college campus, or what's a solution that could be brought to college campuses that would make girls feel more safe?
Truth be told, I don't think, unless you have a service that will literally you can call, what's the downtowner, if you had that just running the bars for free, just a guaranteed way for girls to get back safe. I think that's a tad unrealistic, though. And especially, like, most colleges are set up kind of the same, but there's a ton of different variety amongst them, especially depending, like, we're us being a city campus compared to somewhere, like, out in the mountains. It's hard to kind of navigate those areas, especially, like, a city is definitely going to be more dangerous, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. But at the same time, on the flip side, everything's pretty compact for the most part. So, I mean, like I said, I guess if you ran a shuttle service or something like that, I feel like that's kind of the only way. Other than that, I don't think there's really a whole lot of options.
Alrighty, that concludes today's episode.